Hello everyone, this is me Garima Singh. I hope you all are doing well. So today we will discuss 7th chapter of class 11 Geography NCERT, that is the chapter name is Landform and their Evolution. So without wasting time, let's jump to the question part. We're gonna discuss what answer should be written in those questions. So the first question is these are the multiple choice question. You have to find the one which is correct. In which of the following, or as per the question, it's remaining correct, so you have to choose the correct one. If it's remaining not correct, you have to choose the non-correct one. It's a multiple choice one. It's like MCQ kind of. In which of the following stage of landform development downward cutting is dominated? So landform development downward cutting is dominated. It's youth stage. A deep valley characterized by step-like slide slope is known as it's known as canyon. Then, in which of the following region the chemical weathering process is more dominant than mechanical process? It's limestone region where chemical is more dominant. Then, fourth is term lapis. So, it is a small to medium sized shallow depression. Then, fifth is a deep, long, white trough or basin with very deep concave high falls at its head as well as inside is known as its creek. So second question is about 30 words like short type answer questions. It seems so short type but they are not that short. What do incised meander in rock and meander in plains of aluminium indicate? So in streams that flow rapidly over steep gradient, normally erosion is concentrated on the bottom of the stream channel. In case of steep gradient, stream lateral erosion on the side of valley is not much when compared to the stream falling in low and gentle slopes. Because of active lateral erosion, streams falling over gentle slopes develop siliceous or meandering course. It is common to find meandering course over floodplains and delta plain where stream gradient are very gentle. But very deep and wide meander can also be found cut in hard rock. Meander loops develop over original gentle surface in the initial stages of development of streams, and the same loop get entrenched into the rock, normally due to erosion or slow continued uplift of the land over which they start. They widen and deepen over time and can be found as deep gorge and canyon in hard rock area. They give an indication of the status of original land surface over which streams have developed. Then next is explain why the evaluation of valley sinks or evolves. So quite often the surface runoff simply goes down shallow in sinkholes and flow as underground streams and reemerge at distance downstream through a cave opening. When sinkhole and dolines join together because of slumping of material along their margin or due to roof collapse of caves, long narrow to wide trenches called valley sink or walls form. So this underground flow of water is more common than surface runoff in limestone area where the result of the work of underground water be seen in all type of rock, but in rock like limestone or dolomites rich in calcium carbonate, the surface water as well as groundwater through the chemical process of solution and precipitation deposition develop varieties of landform. These two processes of solution and precipitation are active in limestone or dolomites, offering either exclusive or interbedded with other rock. Therefore, underground flow of water is more common than surface runoff in limestone area. Fourth is glacial valleys show up many linear depositional forms. Give their location names. Glacial valleys show up linear deposition form like moraines, then eschar, outwash plains, drumlins. These you can write. And fifth is how does wind perform its task in desert area? Is it only agent responsible for the erosional feature in desert? The desert floor get heated up too much and too quickly because of being dry and barren. The heated floor heat up the air directly above them and result in upward movement in hot, lighter air with turbulence and any obstruction in its path, set of eddies, willows, updrafts, and downdrafts. Wind also move along the desert floor with great speed, and obstruction in their path create turbulence. There are strong winds as well, which are very destructive. Wind cause deflation, abstraction, and impact. So deflation include lifting and removal of dust and smaller particle from the surface of rock. In the transportation process, sand and silt act as effective trail to upgrade the land surface. The impact is simply sheer force of momentum which occurs when sand is blown into or against a rock surface. So here in the desert area, no, wind is not the only agent responsible for the erosion feature in the desert. Wind is one of the two dominant agents in the hot desert. The other one is rain or sheet wash. Third is running water is by far the most dominating geomorphic agent in shaping the Earth's surface in humid as well as arid climate. In humid regions which receive heavy rainfall, running water is considered the most important of the geomorphic agent in bringing out the degradation of land surface. There are two components of running water. One is overland flow on journal land surface as sheet, another is linear flow of streams and river in valley. Most of the erosional landforms made by running water are associated with vigorous and youthful river flowing over steep gradients with time. Stream channel over steep gradient turn gentler due to continued erosion and as a consequence lose their velocity, facilitating active deposition. So there may be depositional forms associated with stream flowing over steep slopes, but these phenomena will be on small scale compared to those associated with river flowing over medium to gentle slope. The gentler the river channel in gradient slope, the greater is the deposition. When the stream beds turn gentler due to continued erosion, downward cutting becomes less dominant and lateral erosion of bank increases, and as a consequence the hill and valley are reduced to plains. In dry region, most of the landform are formed by erosion and deposition of flood sheet. Although in desert rain is scarce, it comes down torrentially in short period of time. The desert rock devoid of vegetation exposed to mechanical and chemical weathering process due to drastic diurnal temperature changes decay faster, and torrential rain help in removing the weathered material easily. That means the weathered debris in desert is moved by not only wind but also by rain sheet wash. The second is limestone behave differently in humid and arid climate. Why? What is the dominant and almost exclusive geomorphic process in limestone area and what are its results? So many depositional forms developed within limestone caves. The chief chemical in limestone is calcium carbonate, which is easily soluble in carbonated water, that is carbon dioxide and observed rainwater. This calcium carbonate is deposited when the water carrying in its solution evaporates or loses its carbon dioxide as it trickles over rough rock surface. So starfish, starfish, and pillars, starfish, hangers, ices for different of diameters. Normally they are broad at their bases and taper towards the free and showing up in a variety of forms. Stalagmites rises up from the floor of the cave. In fact, stalagmites form due to dripping water from the surface or through the thin pipe of the stalactite immediately below. The result of the work of ground cannot be seen in all type of rock, but in rock like limestone or dolomite rich in calcium carbonate, the surface water as well as groundwater through the chemical process of solution and precipitation deposition develop variety of landform. These two processes of solution and precipitation are active in limestone or dolomite, occurring either exclusively or interbedded with other rocks. Therefore, underground flow of water is more common than surface runoff in limestone area. Third is how do glacier accomplish the work of reducing high mountain into low hills and plains. So, masses of ice moving as sheets over the land or as linear flow down the slope of mountain in broad trough-like valley shear. A glacier in its way is more like water flow. The movement could be a few centimeter to a few meter a day or even less or more. Glacier move basically because of the force of gravity. Erosion by glacier is tremendous because of friction caused by shear sheet weight of the ice. The material plucked from the land by glacier get dragged along the floor or sides of the valley and causes great damage through abrasion and plucking. Glacier can cause significant damage to even unweathered rock and can produce high mountain into low hills and plain. As glacier continue to move, debris get removed, divides get lowered, and eventually the slope is reduced to such an extent that glacier will stop moving, leaving only a mass of low hill and vast outwashed plain along with the other depositional feature. So in this chapter, we are done with this chapter. In this chapter, we read about a river, glacier, underground water, wind, sand dunes, valleys, then various type of river formation, stage. These are sand dunes, culture, scale, parabolic. These are type of sand dunes. We discussed about even erosional landforms, waves and currents, outwash plains, trembling, moving. A lot of things we read in this chapter. So we are done with this chapter. Next lecture we will discuss next chapter. That's for today. Thank you.